A timeless question: can we trust an ancient book? Have you ever wondered how a book written thousands of years ago could still be relevant today? It's a fair question. After all, stories change when people retell them. Details get lost in translation. Can we really trust a book that has been copied and passed down for centuries? When it comes to the Bible, many people wonder if it has been changed over time. It's a question worth exploring. The Bible is a collection of books written over a long period. It started with people writing down God's message. These writings were carefully copied and shared. But how can we be sure that the message stayed the same? Let's dive in and see why millions of people around the world believe the Bible is a trustworthy source of truth. We start by looking at how the Bible was transmitted through the ages. Then, we'll examine the evidence that suggests the Bible we have today is an accurate reflection of the original writings. Get ready to embark on a fascinating journey of discovery. Imagine a time long before printing presses. Books were written by hand, often on materials like papyrus or parchment. In the ancient world, scribes were highly trained individuals entrusted with copying sacred texts. These scribes were meticulous in their work, often counting every letter and word to ensure accuracy. Jewish scribes, known as sopharim, played a vital role in preserving the Old Testament, the Hebrew Scriptures. They developed intricate methods of copying and checking their work. Later, when the New Testament was written, early Christians continued this tradition, painstakingly copying and distributing these sacred texts. This careful process of copying and transmitting continued for centuries. From generation to generation, the message of the Bible was preserved. But what about the possibility of errors creeping in? Stay tuned as we explore the remarkable accuracy of ancient biblical manuscripts. Today we have access to thousands of ancient biblical manuscripts. These manuscripts come from different time periods and geographical locations. What's amazing is that when scholars compare these manuscripts, they discover a remarkable degree of consistency. Consider the Dead Sea Scrolls discovered in the mid-20th century. These scrolls contain portions of every Old Testament book except Esther. They date back to before the time of Jesus. When compared to later manuscripts, the Dead Sea Scrolls demonstrate the incredible accuracy with which the Old Testament was copied. The New Testament is no different. We have far more ancient manuscripts of the New Testament than for any other ancient document. These manuscripts come from different branches of the early church, providing strong evidence for the consistency of the text. The abundance and agreement among these manuscripts provide compelling evidence for the reliability of the New Testament. Section 4. Digging for Truth, Archaeology and the Bible. Archaeology provides another fascinating avenue for exploring the Bible's reliability. Over the years, archaeologists have unearthed countless artifacts and ruins that corroborate biblical accounts. For example, the existence of the Hittite Empire, once doubted by some scholars, was confirmed through archaeological discoveries in the 20th century. The Bible mentioned the Hittites long before secular historians were aware of their existence. Another example is the discovery of the Pilate stone in Caesarea Maritima. This stone bears an inscription mentioning Pontius Pilate, the Roman governor who, according to the Bible, presided over the trial of Jesus. Such archaeological findings provide tangible evidence that supports the historical backdrop of the Bible. Time and again, archaeological discoveries have shed light on biblical narratives, customs, and locations, demonstrating that the Bible is grounded in real history and geography. Section 5, A Foundation of Faith, Why the Bible Endures. So why is the Bible still trusted today, thousands of years after its words were first penned? The evidence for its reliability is compelling. The careful transmission, the abundance and accuracy of ancient manuscripts, and the corroborating evidence from archaeology all point to a book that has been remarkably well preserved. Of course, the Bible is more than just a historical document. It's a book that speaks to the deepest longings of the human heart. It offers hope, guidance, and the promise of a relationship with God. While intellectual assent to the Bible's reliability is important, true faith goes beyond intellectual understanding. It's about experiencing the transformative power of God's Word in our lives. If you're curious about the Bible or Christianity, I encourage you to explore it for yourself. Read it with an open mind and heart and see how its message resonates with your own life.